kind of wary of episode 6 of all the beyond the wall action, the Magnificent Seven, the Armageddon crew walking around looking for a zombie to take a zombie and then bring it over. I'm fearing gratuitous action and gratuitous CGI. Hi everybody! Hi Tama! Welcome to our episode 7 prediction video, season 7 finale. The season finale is here, is upon us. And we have no reason to be timid in our predictions because this season a lot of major things have been happening. So we're betting that major things will go down this episode as well. Dramatic things, dramatic changes of fortunes for the characters and power balances and all that shit.
Lots of action too.
Yes, let's start. It seems that there are two major arenas in this episode. One is Winterfell and one is an actual literal arena near King's Landing. Let's in Malta, I guess. Let's start with Winterfell. First of all, let's address the elephant in the room. Jon bent the knee in the name of the North for Daenerys. So he says now the North is under Daenerys. And they have been building this whole season the fact that the Northern Lords are not enamored with Jon's decision making. And we know that he's not very good at rallying his constituency towards his goal. So some shit is going to happen regarding that. And he's not a Northerner. He's not a Stark nor a Snow. He's a Targaryen.
The power plays that have been happening during the season in Winterfell regarding Sansa and Littlefinger and how Arya is like it's there, acting, doing something, being a badass, so it has to be played a role in the fact that Jon bent the knee, that could create the opportunity that Littlefinger and by proxy Sansa, maybe she won't admit it yet, will make their move,
Like being usurpers.
Yeah,
and Bran is there also. The reason that he's there, we're hoping, is to reveal something about Littlefinger and about Jon in order to affect the political situation. So if everything goes how we hope it will go, how do you see it playing out?
Sansa sent Brienne there, and after reading some comments and talking about it, we first thought it was a plot hole because it's like a coincidence and why did she send Brienne to the parlay, I guess?
Right. After she was told by Littlefinger that Brienne will protect her against her crazy sister, that was a little bit weird.
And maybe Sansa doesn't really take Littlefinger's advice as he says them, because she knows not to trust Littlefinger, and she said that a few times. So if Littlefinger comes and tell her something, and she says, okay, but that I will use that against you.
Yeah, I will do the opposite.
Yeah, so I would like to see Littlefinger going down here and Sansa surprising him in some sort of way.
And surprising us.
And
maybe that will be how she will turn things around with Arya, because his whole sibling tension was weird, unjustified. So maybe they'll turn the tables on Littlefinger. Now Arya will use her craziness. Maybe like Sansa said, okay, you're crazy. You see that guy over there? He's a bad guy. Fetch.
He betrayed our father. Okay, I made some mistakes.
Right.
Let's do that. He wants to usurp Jon.
Right. And Jon is not even your half-brother. It's not even your half-brother.
Yeah.
I'm a Stark. You're a Stark. He's a Targaryen. And he bent the knee to the dragon.
Yeah.
So if he bent the knee, first of all, they don't like it. Obviously, they won't like it. They'll speak against it. And when they will learn that he's a Targaryen, they can say he does not represent us. He can't bend the knee for us. It's a Targaryen bending the knee for a Targaryen.
Yes.
So maybe the North will stay independent in some way. I can't see the entire realm uniting against the White Walkers right now. So we'll have like 6 episodes next season of fighting and dragons and all that shit.
No, I can't see that happening too. The game needs to continue.
We can say it. He made a mistake by bending the knee.
And
he's always goal-oriented, and and he's made another mistake as a ruler. The same mistake that he's always been making the whole time.
Which is his intentions are good.
His vision is
is far-reaching.
Yeah.
But in terms of selling it to his base, basically, he's really bad at it. And he, in a moment of weakness, sitting so vulnerable, laying there naked, and then he's looking at Daenerys and
Danny,
and call her Danny, and so he was in a vulnerable situation, and she exploited that. And
And where have you been all this time? You went from Dragonstone to the Eastwatch, back to Dragonstone. Maybe you should go back home. Mm-hmm. Okay, we should talk about it. We mentioned it that he's a wartime king. He's not like a king in the regular sense that has all the lands and stuff. Does he have leverage?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. You come to the parlay, okay? With what are you coming to the parlay? With your band of merry men, brave guys, and a dead animated body, and like as a proxy of Daenerys, because you're now her, her warden of the North. Where's your army? Where is your, I mean, you need to come with your army there to show this. I have at least 2,000 people or 3,000 people following me, my direct orders. This is what I bring to the table. What does he bring to the table except I killed a White Walker? Right. And I was resurrected. Right. And
we see in the trailer, he's saying the same old shit again. The Great War is here. It's now. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So up to now, he's been very successful at that because everybody supports him. But Cersei, I can't see it. I would be really disappointed if she's like, oh, there's a zombie. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's unite and go north.
No, I don't see that.
Some shit's gonna go down. Shit's gonna go down. So I think that before Littlefinger will go down, hopefully, he'll probably use all this new information about Jon and about this parlay or whatever, and maybe help Sansa take the Northern Lords and the Vale Lords into her side. Yeah. And once that's done, and once she doesn't need him anymore, maybe, boom, she'll push him out the metaphorical moon door.
Yeah, I would like to
some way.
I would like to see that.
I think she's ready. I think I'm hoping for her to be a badass dark this episode. We'll talk more about that after we talk about what's going to happen in King's Landing.
We see Sansa in the trailer with a hood on. It's snowing.
She's the only one who isn't at this parlay.
Yeah.
The only major character.
And I think that's smart of her. We'll talk about it in a second.
Right.
I think that's smart of her. And Bran is in Winterfell, so something's bound to happen with Bran. Either I would like to see Jon parentage being exposed this episode. Yeah. The last episodes of last season, the audience discovered that, basically. So now it's time for the other characters to discover that. And that could create more drama, like we said, in Winterfell, the loyalty, and also with Daenerys. Because if she discovered the heritage, and I'm the queen, I was born to rule, like this is my
He
birthright.
bent his knee to me, but he's first.
He's first in line. So you pull the rug, the legitimacy rug under her feet.
Right, they have to get married then. He can't be her second in command if they're related.
Yeah.
And if he's ahead of her.
Yeah, so that could create drama because her entire arc, or the start of her arc, is, okay, I have to do something I have to regain something that is mine, which is the Iron Throne. And it's mine. It's like the whole raison d'etre of her voyage, waking up the dragons, marrying Drogo in the first place, going to Meereen, releasing the slave. That's like the side story. The mission was to come back and claim her birthright. Right. And now there's a guy she obviously likes, even maybe, got the hats for, and he's the legitimate ruler. Right. So she's like, wait, but I have the dragons. What's going on? I thought I'm the real dragon here. Right. So I was following a lie, our false premise that this throne belongs to me. It legally doesn't even belong to her. It belongs to Jon.
So they have to get married. Yeah. I'm not sure they're going to get married, of course, next episode, but they're going to... Of course, they have talked about it a little bit on the boat. Yeah. I can't have any children and all that. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to King's Landing, right? We see outside of the King's Landing, Colosseum, whatever.
Is that outside of King's Landing? I'm not sure. Maybe it's the ruins of Castamere. Just, symbolically, whatever.
I was really, really looking forward to see everyone in the Red Keep. Maybe even a dragon in the Red Keep. I don't know, something, because... I don't know, I hope...
Well, let's start with this whole plot setup. In my view, it's still kind of ridiculous.
The zombie thing?
It's rubbish, in my opinion. But also this whole setup of a scene. I mean,
Yearbook reunion.
yearbook reunion. Okay, let's say they have a parlay. Daenerys comes with her dragons.
She can kill everyone.
Yeah, her dragons is right behind, and she's come to Cersei and said, why we are here? Why, I can burn you on the spot. Why
Right.
wouldn't I?
But she's not there. In the trailer, at least we don't see her at first.
So what's the point of this parlay? Like, they will tell Daenerys, don't come with your dragons, stay. We got this, because we are the Westerosi here, and it's an internal Westerosi thing. So we need to convince Cersei that you're gonna sit this one out. But the Dothraki are there.
Right, the
and
Dothraki, the
Unsullied are there.
Unsullied, and the ships, whatever, like you see, everyone is outside King's Landing. So before I watched the trailer, which disappointed me a little bit, I thought that this episode, King's Landing, was going to burn, that Daenerys will say something, Cersei will say something, a dragon will burn something, and then kaboom, all the wildfire.
Yeah.
Beneath King's Landing, everything's gonna burn, and the Unsullied, and the Dothraki will die. Not all of them, but a lot of them, and maybe even another of the dragons will die, and she'll be left with just one dragon. Then her arc of the season starts at the prohibitive favorite and finishes it not the first in line, and only has one dragon, and her armies are
depleted
almost
army,
destroyed.
and no means of transportation, basically. I mean, the Dothraki needs to go no, they have a teleportation device. That's when it's covered.
Right, but now I don't know. Like, I'm hoping this is how it goes down, and then Cersei. I don't know. I'm hoping she dies.
Yeah, we want her to die. We predicted her dying this season, maybe in the last episode.
How do you think it could play out?
Well, Cersei's up to something, that's for sure. She's not coming there like with no plan. She's up to something, like she was up to something, killing all the people in the Sept of Baelor, and that came out of nowhere. Let's say,
Right.
Even though it was kind of never mind.
Foreshadowed. Yeah.
Foreshadowed. So she's up to something. She's coming there with some kind of a contingency and a plan B.
Right.
To betray Daenerys or
Right.
even keep.
And
And
Tyrion.
if it was realistic, if it was a parlay like that would happen in reality, every side it needs to hold a hostage,
Right.
basically.
And then they meet in no man's land without the armies there, just like in a tent.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone has their own army, their own soldiers there, because that's a recipe for hothead.
Yeah.
So someone being a hothead and some shit going down, not in a very good way, not in a very constructive way.
Yeah. So what could happen in this parlay is just, let's say, first of all, who will be there. So Cersei and Jaime.
Mm-hmm.
Brienne, I think she's the representative of Sansa, whatever. Jon is there. Tyrion is there.
And Daenerys will get there eventually. She can't sit it out for
there.
entire episode.
Davos, Euron is around here. We saw the boats, the ships, so he's around there. What's up with him? He's up to something too.
He's been doing something off screen for 3 episodes.
Yeah. So there is some foreshadowing to, like you said, I think Cersei and Daenerys are sparring, and then Daenerys, her anger management problem is like,
Right. Right, and Tyrion's telling her, no, don't do that, and Jaime telling to Cersei, no. So Tyrion will be frustrated with his queen. Jaime will be frustrated with his queen, and if she does go down, we've been waiting for Jaime to turn on Cersei and for Tyrion to turn on Daenerys, and this is a very good opportunity for both of them to get. Brienne is over there, and she's telling them, those two queens are crazy.
Yeah.
Let's go to our queen of the north, to Sansa.
Yeah.
Let's go north.
And don't forget, the real battle is in the north. Sansa, the fact that she's not there, I think, is telling. Because
it's a foreshadowing for her being the last person standing when the dust settles.
And it's like Tyrion said, sometimes you just have to wait. Sometimes you just have to wait and do nothing.
Right.
And the fact that she was smart enough not to go there, and also Tyrion told her, lady, you will survive us all, my lady.
So she was smart not to go there, but Daenerys and Jon, they go there. So she already knows what Tyrion is trying to tell Daenerys. That's already ingrained in her from her political education. That's very smart.
Yeah.
And like from what we saw last episode, it doesn't seem that the White Walker army is that strong. If 7 people can kill 1,000 zombies, and 2 dragons can
Can't
kill
even swim. Oh wait, they can.
Because they had to swim to put the chains on the dragon. Right.
Scuba zombies. Is this where we are? Scuba zombies. Fucking scuba zombies.
And yeah, they don't seem that's they're strong in the north when it's cold and you can't see anything around you.
Right.
And you're walking like a small pack of raiders. Then they're dangerous. They
And
come
even
up-
then they were.
yeah, and
they're
even
not
then
that-
Sam killed one.
and they're not that effective. Like they didn't manage to kill. Like someone should get fired of all the White Walkers. Like basically, you had like the king in the north there, the guy,
the chosen one. The
right,
chosen one.
and 3 dragons, and all you got is 1 dragon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there needs to be a lot of destruction in order for the power balance to change with regards to the White Walkers and with regards to the north.
Yeah.
Because if all of these armies are destroyed in some way, then the north is now becomes like the strongest part of the realm.
Yeah. To summarize, this is going to be a parlay. We expect 1 betrayal, 2 betrayal, maybe a dragon dies.
Armies destroyed.
Army destroyed and scattered. Cersei might die, and
Littlefinger hopefully also.
Littlefinger hopefully. And
So who's gonna win this
it
episode?
seems like the real battle is gonna be like in the north, and Sansa maybe will be the one that benefits from this chaos. And in terms of her arc, we will see her at the start of the next season or the end of this episode in a powerful position.
Right.
In a real powerful position.
That would be awesome.
And also we expect a reveal of Jon Heritage. Either in the north, Bran is telling Arya and Sansa that okay, he bent the knee to Daenerys is
Right.
not. By the way, he's not.
No,
even
he's gonna send a raven. He's gonna
or
send a
something like that. Or Sam will reach this parlay, and on the road will discover that Jon is basically
John
Yeah.
running over into the middle of it. Okay, it can be good. It can be
Yeah.
good. Let's hope. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. So, if you want to support our work throughout the long off season, we'll post many extra videos. And we'll post 6 videos per month. You can go to patreon.com/GOT Academy and hit like if you enjoyed the video. Also, watch our other videos that are very good. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.